guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. Today I've got another FOXWELL OBD2 scanner and reset tool. So if your car has a check engine light or you got problems with it, this scanner tool will find out exactly what's wrong with your car. As long as you have an OBD2 port, usually cars older than 1995. This is the NT630 Plus. New product for 2024. Let's open it up. Comes in a nice plastic case. When you open it up, it has instructions on this side. Got the OBD2 cable connecting the unit to your OBD2 module underneath your dash of your vehicle. Also included is a USB data port and a flash drive where you can download the data that you've gotten from your car so that you can print it or anything. Here's the unit itself, rubber grip around it. There's the port where you can stick the USB cable in for data, and it has a micro SD card where you can save your data and do screenshots. This is a 16 gig. It's a good touch for them to include it because usually they don't give you it. So let's go and connect it to my car. One end of the serial port goes into here, and the other one goes to the port underneath the dash of your vehicle. So usually I demonstrate these OBD2 diagnostic scanner tools on my pickup truck because there's always a check engine light, pretty often. For once, after I got my inspection, I reset the light. It hasn't come on yet for like 100 miles. But believe it or not, my Mercedes actually has a warning on the dash. One of the TPMS sensors inside one of my wheels ran out of battery, so now it doesn't detect. It's missing the TPS sensors, and there's a light on my dashboard. Let's connect it and see if this detects that. So here's the interior of my car, and it's usually hiding somewhere underneath your dash. And in my specific case, it's right there where it says OBD. There we go. Some cars it's easy to get to, some cars it's not. So once you plug it into the port, it powers up your unit. As you can see, you can go to history, auto VIN, OBD2, ABS and airbag, EPB, that's parking brake reset, oil reset. You can also bleed your brakes, all kinds of functions with this. Go check the link in the description. For this to start analyzing, you have to stick the key in the ignition and start her up. So usually what people do is you check for codes. As you can see from my dash, I have a flashing tire warning light. And that's because I'm missing my TPS. So we're just gonna go and do the OBD2, enter, loading data, please wait, auto scan. Benz. Doesn't see any codes. Let's go to history. No vehicle information. Auto VIN. And then it tells you your VIN number. Electric stability program. So it all shows pass no fault. So I didn't find any faults in the control module, but let's just look at the vehicle profile. It tells you exactly what model. It's W212, A350, 4MATIC sedan with a VIN number. Here we can look at my automatic transmission. There's nothing wrong with my transmission, but let's look at it anyway. Diagnostic trouble codes and FFD. System pass, no fault found. I am readiness. And right now it monitors what's going on in your engine right now. All kinds of functions that I have no idea what they're for, nor what I'm looking for. But if you are a mechanic or wannabe mechanic and you want to learn about all things about your car, these are the things that you need. An OBD2 scanner that has the capabilities of all these live data functions right here, as you can see. This is what's currently going on in my engine right now. Engine RPM value hovering around the 7,000 RPM. I'm sorry, 700 RPM. Vehicle speed or parked. Accelerator pedal position. See, I'm not going to need any of this ever, but a mechanic would. If you needed to diagnose anything in your car, these are the things that you'd be looking for. It just goes on and on and on. In this menu on the very bottom, you can see it says DTC query. So let's say you did get a code. You would go to the query and then you would enter what code you have and it would tell you what it is. I usually have a P130. And I know that's an oxygen sensor, so let's just try that. Yep, Sonda Lambda Circuit Bank 1 Sensor 1. Those are oxygen sensors. So it has like a encyclopedia of what the codes are. So it tells you exactly what's wrong. Let's enter the ECM, engine control. Diagnostic trouble codes and FFD. System pass, no faults. It's good to know. Back at the main screen now. You can go down to oil reset. If you just did an oil change, you can reset the warning. Parking brake, ABS and airbag. You can go down to SAS, which is the supplemental restraint system, you know, your airbags. You got your settings, your data manager, and you can update the software here. Look over here, it says OBD2, 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 F1. Let's just press that. Well, those are just quick buttons. In your settings, you can choose language, units, shortcuts, test, keypad test, and about. So it didn't find anything about my tire light. So there you go. You feel good that you couldn't find any faults with your car. It means your car is running great. However, I did have that tire pressure light on and it didn't detect anything wrong with it because it didn't have anywhere that talks about the tire sensors. But either way, this is a very, very useful tool. Way too sophisticated and mechanical for a guy like me. I just want to read the codes, if there are any, and then figure out what they are, and I'll fix it myself. And that's what this does. Instead of taking this to the dealership, where they'll charge you a diagnostic fee to do exactly what I just did. Plug this computer into your car, and you could diagnose any problems and check engine lights that you may have on your dashboard. You can figure out what the codes mean and then fix it yourself, saving thousands and thousands of dollars. You don't need to take your car to the dealership. You can figure out what's wrong with an OBD2 diagnostic scanner tool, just like this one. I'll leave a link in the description if you want this FOXWELL NT630 Plus. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.